In this video, I have geocaches at abandoned campgrounds. Now, obviously, somebody's using this one, but that doesn't mean that just over there's not an abandoned campground that has a geocache hidden in it. And I think after that, we'll go to another one that has a gadget cache of all things in an abandoned campground. But it's a little dark out right now, and I can't leave the fire. You know, that's bad. Smokey Bear wouldn't be happy, so let's try this. Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to let you know this video does involve an event that happened in the 1950s that was very tragic and did result in the loss of life for some people. If that's not something that you want to watch a video about, probably best to skip this one. If you are comfortable with watching that, well, here we go. That's better. Okay, hold on, we're missing something still. Hey, Alyssa.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, conveniently, the trail to get to this geocache is right at the edge of our campsite, so we're just walking over to that. So yeah, this is part of the abandoned D loop in this campground. Right now, there's the A loop, the B loop, and the C loop. We're in loop C. This road right here is all that's left of the abandoned D loop. Why was it abandoned? I don't know. Ask a ranger or something. I don't know. But there is a geocache down here waiting to be found. Now we are in Montana, bear country, so we have our bear spray, just in case. So at this point on the trail, you're getting a fantastic view of Earthquake Lake. And that is sort of the main part of the story here, which is back in the 1950s, an earthquake hit this area and managed to trigger a rock slide. Not right here or anything. I'll cut in some B footage of that, but it fell down and blocked the valley, damming up the river that was here and flooding everything down there. Down where the water is now, there was an abandoned campground, and there are still trailers sitting down there. There are still campfire pits, barbecues, because tragedy struck fast. Now, one interesting thing, somebody said the D loop is eerie, especially knowing the history. So, I do wonder if there's some specific reason this closed.
I don't know. There's a string of murders and they never caught the culprit.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just talking about the history of the lake down there.
Oh, yeah.
Was this loop closed because of the earthquake? I'm not sure. What I do know is that while we're out here having fun finding a geocache, it's worth remembering that this was also the site of a real tragedy. Just before midnight on August 17th, 1959, a massive 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck beneath this area. The shaking was so intense that some campers thought bears were attacking their trailers. The quake triggered a massive landslide, tens of millions of tons of rock that dammed the Madison River in less than a minute. The new dam created what we now call Earthquake Lake. Tragically, 28 people lost their lives that night, many of them buried in the slide or swept away by flooding. 19 of the victims were never recovered. This remains one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded in the Rocky Mountain region and one of the largest in the continental United States during the 20th century. Today, Earthquake Lake Visitor Center preserves the stories of both the victims and the survivors. If you're ever nearby, it's absolutely worth a stop. The exhibits really bring home how sudden and dramatic that night was.
I was looking around trying to see if I could spot like abandoned grills or campfire rings or tables or anything, but I haven't seen anything like that.
I haven't seen anything that looks like an actual site in general.
To be fair, they're all probably very overgrown.
Yeah.
Like, just based on this road, this has been closed for a little while. Okay, so yeah, look at this tree that's in the road. So it's at least as abandoned as that tree is old. And this tree is, what, a good 5-6 inches diameter at breast height?
I think this is a little complete.
Oh yeah, this kind of looks like, yeah, right there. This is set up similar to the other sites where there's like a little parking area here and then like up in there would be the fire pit and a picnic table or something. I don't see any apparent remnants of anything like that though.
Yeah.
I would assume if they closed it, unless it was like contaminated or something, they would have reused the tables and fire pits. Yeah, this is almost certainly a site. Kind of eerie. Okay, so the road veers to the right. This is the old campground loop. The cache is this way, about 700 feet. What do you think, Alyssa? See if this winds around to where we need, or cut across through the field.
Let's cut across.
Let's go. I think there's sort of a little geo trail right here.
Either that or a game trail.
Why not both? Geocaching is a game. I'm just kidding. Some people would be very insulted if you call it a game. It is a hobby to them. Or a sport to some people.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Be on the lookout for bears. Okay, now this feels like pure bushwhacking.
You know how the bear spray says like counter assault on it?
Yeah.
I wish it had like a more bear pun name to it. I've been trying to think this whole time, but I can't think of anything. So if your viewers have any ideas for what would be like a good bear pun name for a bear spray, you should put it in the comments.
Oh man, is this the road up here?
Yeah, I think so. This is remember I was trying to say there's something that goes to the left?
Oh yeah, here we go. Abandoned campground road. Creepy.
Someone's hunting?
Yeah, that was a gunshot.
At least we're wearing orange.
Yeah, we're wearing orange, but that was pretty close. Well, we might get more exciting content than we bargained for here. Maybe that's why it's abandoned, because there's like a hunting area right over there and campers kept getting shot.
I hope that's not the case.
You know, it's amazing how handy the reflective vest is for geocaching. When you're in cities and urban areas, you wear it to blend in. And then when you're out in the forest, you wear it to stand out in case somebody's hunting. Okay, we're 350 feet from the cache. Now, you know what's annoying is this cache had not been found since last October. And when we decided we were coming camping up here, I looked on the map and thought, oh, cool, there's a geocache right near the campsite that hasn't been found in 9 months, 10 months. And then literally the day we arrived, the morning that we were driving up here, somebody found it. What are the odds of that, huh? Eh. Okay, it's 90 feet from us and starting to point to the left a little. Well, there's a tree that came down.
Yeah.
Hopefully the cache wasn't there. That might have been something I was concerned about if it wasn't found 3 days ago. It's showing 38 feet off the trail. How easy. Yeah, I hope it wasn't in this thing. It was just found. If it was only found 10 months ago, then I'd be concerned.
Do you know how long the D-loop has been abandoned?
I have no clue. If I'm able to find anything out before publishing this video, I will put in a voiceover. If there is no such voiceover, here you go. This is all the knowledge we have. The hint says accessible unless snow is over 4 feet high. Gee, I wonder how high off the ground that mean it is. Man, this kind of just falls off down to the water there. So yeah, it's pointing that way still, like 30 feet, but somewhere.
What size is it again?
It is a size regular.
Okay.
So it should be fairly easy to spot. And it should be about 4 feet high, so that really limits the amount of areas it could be hidden. About 4 feet high. I'm not seeing anything here. Oh, wait, Alyssa. I found it. So there's bad news and good news. The bad news is it was in the broken tree. The good news is it's still perched up there. Right on that branch.
Oh, perfect.
Now, I think the real question is, was it always there? Or did the cache owner come and place it back up there at some point? Because it's a little higher than 4 feet.
That's definitely higher than 4 feet, yeah.
Welcome, viewers. Alyssa is going to get a cache that allegedly is only 4 feet in the air.
For reference, I'm about 5 feet.
Good work. Let's get it open.
Oh no, it's just like opening the jars.
Need me to do it. So yeah, it's a PVC pipe, 2 caps on the end. One has a bunch of vent holes in it. Allegedly, this is the one that you twist to get the top off. Easy. And inside, there we go. One little preform tube with a logbook inside. Oh, and if you're curious, there's a golf ball, a fake doll, a bell charm thing, and a little rock that just fell out. I wonder if you're still allowed to camp back here.
I don't figure so.
It's national forest land.
Like, technically, there's space available in the campground. I don't think they just want someone, like, going off into the woods. I don't think this is considered campsites anymore.
Yeah, but you're allowed to just plop down in national forest areas and do dispersed camping.
I know, but I don't think this would count. It's like, what if we found just an empty space over there?
Well, that's a campground. You're not allowed to just plop down anywhere there.
I think this is still a campground. It's just the campsites are not available.
This is a little beyond your average not available, I think. If somebody knows, let us know in the comments.
Oh, this is easy to read.
Yeah.
Like right here, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. On to the next. We're now down the road just a little bit at the Cabin Creek Scarp area. This was originally Cabin Creek Campground, but during the earthquake that I mentioned in the 1950s, this campground was destroyed. Now, you might be wondering, what is scarp? Well, it's time for a geology lesson. So, Alyssa, what is scarp?
Well, it's been a little while since I've had a geology class, but if I remember correctly, it's when there's an earthquake occurs at the fault line, when the ground goes like this, and there's that difference in elevation that occurs because of the earthquake at the fault. That difference is scarp.
Yeah. Okay, let's go see an example of it.
Let's do it.
Wow, so look at this. That bank right there is the scarp. And I don't know if it's coming across on camera. That is a good 15 feet high. Alyssa, can you have an Alyssa for scale over there? So yeah, that's a good, I don't know, 12 to 15 feet high. And my understanding is that this was a specific campsite right here. Their picnic table ended up way up there on the top, and their tent was down below on this bottom part. And that's what happened just in the middle of the night on that evening in 1959. So that's scarp.
Well, should we find the geocache?
Yeah, let's go. It's over that way. Okay, stage 1 of the multi-cache is allegedly right over here. I see something that's out of place. What's this thing? I don't know what that is, actually.
Huh. There's one of those on the tree back behind us, too.
Oh, yeah, it's way up there. Yeah, what are they?
Yeah, here's one, too. This one has 2 of them.
Weird. That one looks a little different.
Yeah, it does.
What is this? It is a doorbell with a key attached to it. That's different. Oh, and it has spider webs on it. Whoa. I think I know what we have to do. So we have the doorbell and a key. I have a feeling what you do is you push the button on the doorbell. And you can hear a chime. I hope that's coming across on the camera.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's move toward the sound.
All right.
I think it was that way. Let's go. Let's press this again and see if it narrows it down. I think we found it. There it is. That's the speaker, at least. Oh, and there's something zip tied to the tree right down there. I think that's our cache. That is really cool. Let's have a celebratory song. Cool. And now the key that's attached to the doorbell, I assume, is what opens this lock. And there's our cache. Look at that. We have a little compartment for the logbook. We have a slightly melted 3D printed benchy. It actually looks really cool. I would like that. That's pretty cool. Pro tip for anybody putting 3D printed stuff in geocaches: if you use PLA plastic, it can melt in the summer in these caches. It gets kind of hot in there. Use something a little more heat proof like PETG or something like that. ABS, I think, is another big one. PLA, it's easy enough to print, but it will kind of go a little wonky like that. But like I said, that's actually pretty cool looking.
It kind of looks like a surrealist painting, like something from Dali's work.
Yeah, I can see that. Very like melting clock vibes.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, let's get this signed. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't know as I was filming this if I was going to do this video sort of centered around this event. Like, it's a tragic thing, and my channel's usually an uplifting thing. I know Skimbosh has talked about this a little bit on his channel, 10,000 Geocaches. And he's got a really good point. Like, it's weird, right? People lost loved ones here. People are entombed in the rock beneath me right here. And I'm just running around, oh, let's find that logbook. It's weird, right? So I figure the most appropriate thing to do is end this video by going up to the memorial boulder that sits up above the Earthquake Lake Visitor Center that honors the 28 people who died from that tragic earthquake, including the 19 who are permanently entombed in the rubble below. And I think it would only be appropriate to dedicate this video in the memory of everyone who lost their lives from that earthquake. So, thank you for watching.